Yeah, PUA, he ain't made 45K, nigga, just one day. Got some adders in the A, bought some OVO joint. Same day, bought the Dre, same day, drop the tape. Got crib with a dog, I can snatch a bitch waist. On the psychedelic drug, I be going up to space. Burn a peanut butter cup, I'm just smoking for the taste. In the trap, hard G, I just bought it just a race. Got skills online, I be hacking in bank. I'm a real ass nigga, but my S is fake. I'm a real ass nigga, but my ID fake. Nigga grew up in the hood with a shooting in crates. I ain't doing no shows, I ain't taking no dates. On top of 100 back, I'ma say it in your face. Burned out the jug, gotta hit another state. I done hit a 2 hour, now I gotta take a break. Nigga just smacked, now I'm smoking on the vape. Let's do it. Had to work out, had to lose a little weight. Now I'm down bad, yeah, nigga had to take. They gon' fuck around and make a nigga get irate. I just want what's in between your legs. That shit tuned in. Everybody pulled up in their car, don't you attempt it. Big boss nigga, I can cloud a bitch up. Got a book on me now, I'm fire nigga up. Fuck around and make me had to tie a nigga up. Plug ran out, we done bought them bitches up. My wife telling me I'm a better influence to my son, cause he walked in the closet, found a 100-round drum. On the Louis V on me, I can never be a bum. I'm a millionaire nigga, but I came from the slum. Made 250 from a motherfucking iPhone. Stole some iPads, kept the red paint and lights on. Damn, she looking good with the polka dot tights on. For the bad chick, I ain't had to put my ice on. Took the hard route, I ain't had no one to lean on. She just wanna visit, she just wanna get a freak on. Took her to the beauty shop and get a little feet done. After that, we put her to the bank, just swipe on. Let's do it. Had to work out, had to lose a little weight. Now I'm down bad, yeah, nigga had to take. They gon' fuck around and make a nigga get irate. I just want what's in between your legs. That shit tuned in. Everybody pulled up in their car, don't you attempt it. Hacking this shit, stealing that info, 1% tint on my window, inside the coupe, blowing on endo, got cheap prices on real good outdoor. I was in the studio, I should get out more. I was in the truck, I should get out more. These niggas took me, chill like Elmo, feel like the Rock. Serving people elbows, dark well money, free like a free throw. She done pop perk, now she in geek mode. Grand cool beam, put this shit in sports mode. Understand bad, 30 different zip codes. Little ass nigga can't handle these bit lows. I ain't talking deal when I'm speaking on Frisco. Futuristic, I caught this shit Gilmore, bought it from a German. I get it in crypto, hacking this shit, looking out the window, burning on shirt. West Coast bimbo, I was broke a hill, I was in limbo. I just want to slice no bread like Kimbo. I'm part big rig at my house, then call the gang, hell empty it out. Now down bad, nobody held down. Labels off crumbs, so a nigga held out. If I go behind the walls, I'ma get bailed out. If you ain't tryna caught, we come same bout. Every time the gang come, shit sell out. Turn your music down when you pull in my yard. I'll put your nigga ass out on guard. Most of these niggas out here be fraud. Drop out the flash, so jumping like grass. I'll pull up in the range of a large, that's a curve. Out 30 laptops in the basement hacking. VPN on it so the boys can't track it. Turning my son by the laptop to practice. Breaking them codes, my young nerds crackle. Shooting at strap, can't wait these bill. Goddamn shoes just broken up scale. My baby mama just pulled up to the jail. She gon' make sure a nigga making it bail. I just made 50K from a gateway on cyberspace from an encrypted site. Damn, I'm loving the internet life. Clean from the wallet, couldn't take my swipe. Swipe that root quick the other night. Then 2 hours later, swipe for a flight. Hacking this shit, stealing that info. 1% tint on my window, inside the coupe, blowing on endo. Got cheap prices on real good outdoor. I was in the studio, I should get out more. I was in the truck, I should get out more. These niggas took me, chill like Elmo, feel like the Rock. Serving people elbows, dark well money, free like a free throw. She done pop perk, now she in geek mode. Grand cool beam, put this shit in sports mode. Understand bad, 30 different zip codes. Little ass nigga can't handle these bit lows. I ain't talking deal when I'm speaking on Frisco. Futuristic, I caught this shit Gilmore, bought it from a German. I get it in crypto, hacking this shit, looking out the window, burning on shirt. West Coast bimbo, I was broke a hill, I was in limbo. I just want to slice no bread like Kimbo. I'm part big rig at my house, then call the gang, hell empty it out. Now down bad, nobody held down. Labels off crumbs, so a nigga held out.
Warning, the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say viewer discretion is advised.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? There we go. Come on in, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like. Hit that like button. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. How's everybody doing this afternoon? How's everybody doing? Shout out to Ken Hooten in the building. Shout out to Great Polo. Shout out to Rich Jew. We got us a DJ Ferris.
The Chicago
Shout
nigga.
out to DJ Ferris. Shout out to Fonzo the trucker. What up? Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to moderators MGM gang. Shout out to part of the MGM gang. Garfield Thomas, what up? Is the Wall FTS LLC represent Joliet? You get a DJ Ferris.
The Chicago
You get a
nigga.
DJ Ferris for Joliet. What's going on? Jonathan Cohen, what up? MGM Sharks World, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to everybody. Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Shout out to Lou Jackson. All right, so today is gonna be one of those educational days like we've been doing most times. Sometimes we get on BS. Sometimes we gotta get on BS, but for the most part, we like to do the educational thing, and sometimes we have to revisit certain things and get people that's new to the channel. We got to get them together, and we got to revisit topics and then sometimes we get people that have been watching the channel and then they get sidetracked. We gotta gather people back up, so let them understand how this thing really, really works. Shout out to Philip Thurman, Louisville or Louisville, however I pronounce it Louisville, but I think the people from Louisville, they pronounce it Louisville. So Louisville, shout out to Louisville in the building. We carry freight, Florida. What up? All right. So I want to talk about this cheap freight thing. Now, this is something we touch on from time to time. Listen, I've challenged multiple people. I've put up thousands of dollars for a debate. No one will accept the debate, right? But, we hear people constantly when I'm perusing, and I haven't perused recently. I'm not pinpointing a specific individual because no one's really talking about this. And I think the reason why is because I've called multiple people out to have this debate and they don't want to have it. But, every now and again, you'll hear people not in my comment section, but I'll see other people in other people's chats or other people's comment section, I should say, about this cheap freight. And this is ignorance, right? This is ignorance to the 10th power. This is ignorance to the 10th degree. And this is how you can tell an individual who doesn't understand what they invested in, nor do they understand business. And ultimately, this is why they're in the position that they're in somebody's comment section saying goofball ass shit like, man, these people need to stop taking cheap freight. So we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down to the point where if you said this before, you are going to feel like a fucking fool. You're going to feel like a fool, right? Because you don't understand business. You don't understand free enterprise. Keyword, free enterprise. This just doesn't happen in the trucking industry. Damn near every industry where there's free enterprise, there's competition, all right? There's competition. So we're going to talk about free enterprise. We're going to talk about competition. We're going to talk about what competition does to rates. We're also going to talk about how this came about, right? And I'm going to do it in an hour. I'm not taking any questions. Unless you got 10 grand and you want to debate me, that's the only way I'm going to debate you for 10 grand, winner takes all, right? Because I'm going to win because I understand the industry. I would never get in a comment section and fix my fingers to type, man, if people stop taking cheap freight, it'll get better. No. This is how I can tell you're new or you're a PPP pandemic entrant, all right? And just because you're a PPP pandemic entrant or you're new doesn't mean you have to be ignorant. And ignorant is not a bad thing. Ignorant just means you don't understand, you don't know. But if you're gonna enter into an industry, it's up to you to do your due diligence to fully understand what you're investing in. Because if you're gonna take the time to sit up there and type this, then you're ultimately gonna get left by the wayside. People are going to continue to pass you up, and those people are going to be the people that understand what they invested in. All right, let's take it from the beginning. Let's take it from the beginning. Lou Jackson, me and you had this debate a year or two ago, and I think eventually you came to see things my way. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, listen, we can have the debate, but I'm not having it for free. I'm not having it for free. All right, I'm gonna cook up. You could think what you want. I know what it is. The people that listen to me that thought the opposite, when they came over on this side and saw things my way, they're winning. This is America. This is America. And if people don't understand that in America there's something called free enterprise, then you're going to continue to be waiting for this camaraderie that's never going to happen. Because in actuality, what's going to end up happening is probably going to end up getting worse, right? Because the more it costs to live, the more cutthroat people are going to be, right? And then once you have new entrants that come into the market, and when I say market, not even the trucking market, just into America, right, from other places, specifically third world countries, they're accustomed to a certain way of living that is a lot more delayed, right, than what a typical American who's entitled, who's privileged, and I don't care what level of American you're on. You could be a poor American, middle class American, or rich American. American is entitled, privileged in comparison to a lot of other places, specifically places that are like third world. So when you have an infusion of people that come into a country that came from, a different way of living where their whole lifestyle is delayed, they're going to be able to come get work and still implement their delayed gratification from what they had from their previous country, and they're going to surpass you. Why? Because they're going to live 3, 4, 5 people to a home. They're going to do whatever it takes to continue to grow, put money to the side, and continue to grow. That's one of the main reasons why you see other people come to this country, is because of the opportunities, because of free enterprise. And free enterprise brings in people, and people bring competition, and competition lowers rates. Let's talk about it. Let's go back to 1980, right? We're going to have a history lesson so that you can understand what you're talking about. So what happens is when you go into these comment sections and you have these conversations, you're going to eventually come across a person who knows what they're talking about, and they're going to make you sound like a fool. All right? Prior to 1980, trucking was regulated by the government, right? If you own a trucking company, you pretty much control the route, right? Depending on your commodity, right? If your commodity was steel and you were based out of the Midwest and you delivered steel from the Midwest to the East Coast, whatever the route you would take, let's say it was the toll 90, right? You were the only carrier that could legally carry steel from the Midwest to the East Coast. No other carrier could do it. It was regulated, right? And because of that, rates were higher, right? Rates were higher. There was a regulated tariff, and you were the only carrier that could move that commodity from here to there, right? You didn't have any competition. It was monopolized. You monopolized that route on that particular road, that particular interstate, that particular highway or byway for whatever commodity that you were moving, right? Something else that occurred prior to the Deregulation Act of 1980, all right, was damn, I lost my train of thought. You didn't have what you have now as far as cross-country drivers, right? So there are multiple terminals set up throughout the country, right? So what you see now where truckers have to drive from one end of the country to the other end of the country, that really didn't exist prior to deregulation, right? Most drivers return home at the end of the day. They would take it the distance to a terminal. They would drop that commodity off at a specific terminal. They would head back, right? And then from that terminal, another carrier would pick those goods up, and then they would continue along the way, right? This whole cross-country thing really was kind of non-existent prior to the Deregulation Act of 1980, right? Now, when the Deregulation Act of 1980 was created, that pretty much removed the federal government for the most part. The government is still involved, but for the most part, it removed the federal government from trucking, right? All right. And what this did was it opened up opportunity for more carriers to enter into the market, right? If you were a carrier prior to the deregulation of 1980, if you didn't own a route for a specific commodity, you couldn't get in. So with the Deregulation Act, it opened it up to a bunch of new carriers. Now a bunch of new carriers came in. Now let me give you the main reason why this happened, right? Why would the government take their hand majority out of the pot, right? Why would they do that, right? They did that because, think about it, 1980, I was born in 1980, right? If they continue to regulate trucking, right, the cost of moving commodities would continue to go up with inflation, right? It would continue to rise with inflation. Here's something we always talk about on this channel when I get asked this question. Think about it. Mark, I'm struggling. Why is, like somebody asked me the other day, why is it hard for owner operators in the semi truck now? And even with the lanes that I ran, I said, here's the difference of an owner operator today versus 10 years ago. I've showed you rates and emails from 2012 and 2013 that I negotiated back then. They're the same things that final mile guys are getting today. OTR guys, the rates that were equivalent, the rates that you're running right now are equivalent to the rates 10 years ago. The rates are still pretty much the same for the most part, right? Everything else has gone up. So everything that it takes for you to run your business has gone up. Your insurance has gone up, fuel has gone up, labor has gone up, maintenance has gone up, because labor, when you take your truck to the shop, the people that are in there doing the labor are getting paid a lot more. Parts are more. Insurance is more. Everything has gone up, but the rates are the same. The rates haven't raised with the cost of inflation, with everything else that it takes for you to run your business. The government knew this. This is why they deregulated trucking in 1980. Because if they would have kept it regulated, the cost, right, of having specific carriers control specific commodities and control specific routes, the cost would continue to raise with inflation, right? And ultimately, who would that affect? Who is the person that it would affect? It's always going to affect the consumer, right? Because every party prior to it getting to the consumer is just going to raise their costs, right? So that they continue to make money. And the consumer is the person who's going to buy this stuff, and they're going to fill it at the register. But the good old people in the American government aren't stupid. In order for us to be a country and to sustain and make sure that people are able to thrive, go to work, right? The average wage is this. We can't have commodities being up here. No one is going to be able to afford the basic essentials in life. So they agreed to the deregulation of trucking, right? By deregulating trucking in the Deregulation Act of 1980, it said, all right, forget all the monopolies are over. ABC Trucking, yeah, y'all own this route. For years, you guys have been the only one to be able to move this commodity on I-94. It's over with. So now there's a bunch of people that can come into trucking, right? The monopoly is over. New entrants bring in competition, right? And competition does what? Ultimately, competition drives down rates. The more competition, the lower the rates, right? Because now these lower rates are going to ultimately be passed along, and they're going to, those savings are going to be at the register, at the point of purchase, and the consumers are going to be able to save, right? This is the whole purpose of the Deregulation Act of 1980. The spot market was invented for this in mind, to keep costs low. Whenever you have a market, whenever there's competition, the more competition, the lower the rates. It's just not in trucking. You go to the grocery stores, you see sales. You go to the big box retailers, you see sales. They're all in competition with each other. You go to the Pep Boys versus Firestone versus Goodyear, they're all in competition with each other. It's free enterprise. You can open a lemonade stand, and I can come open a lemonade stand right next door to you. I can send a spy in to see what you're charging, and I can charge $1 under you. It sounds crazy, but this is America. It's free enterprise. In most cases, you see a McDonald's, and a parallel to the McDonald's or adjacent to the McDonald's, right across the street, you see a Burger King. Burger King has been notorious for opening up right across McDonald's. They let McDonald's do all the research and development, spend millions of dollars of surveying the area, the foot traffic, the car traffic, all that shit. And then as soon as McDonald's opens a new location, Burger King comes open up. Why? Because if it's good enough for McDonald's, it's good enough for us. Except we're just not going to spend the money on all the research and development. We let them do it, and we just come open up right across the street, and we cut some of their foot traffic off. We know we're not going to make as much money as McDonald's, but shit, we can get 10% of their foot traffic is great. And we didn't have to invest all the money into the R&D. So when I see people say shit like, man, it's fucked up because people keep taking cheap freight, you sound like a goddamn fool. The purpose of the whole spot market was to drive down rates. The more people, the lower the rates. Listen, do you think they really care about you and the rates you take? They don't care. The ultimate, listen, the concern is for the consumer. In order for the country to thrive, the consumer has to go out, earn, so that they can spend money on essentials and things of that nature. If they're making X amount of money, but they can't afford the basic essentials, then how are we going to continue to be the greatest country in the world? And it's like a double-edged sword. If you are an owner-operator that's in trucking, you are still a consumer. So you're going to complain one way or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So if you're a trucker, you may be getting or feel like you getting fucked on the spot market, on the rate side, right? But on the consumer side, in most cases, you happy. Now, if trucking, let's say the deregulation of Trucking Act of 1980 never happened, a lot of y'all that's in this chat wouldn't even be in trucking right now. You wouldn't have the resources to even get in to buy a route. Why? Because the trucking companies that existed way back then, they would be even more fruitful now. Why? Because they had a 50-year head start on you. And the legacy and the generation, those routes are going to be passed down from generation to generation. If they were being sold, they would be sold for millions and billions of dollars. You would not, more than 75, 80% of the people that are in this chat right now would not be in trucking because you wouldn't have the resources to come in. So it's either you're going to feel like you being screwed on the trucking side, and then you winning when you go to Walmart, right? You can get your little fruit snacks for $2.98 or whatever it is you like there. Or let's say you did have the resources and capital. You come from one of those families that own routes back in the day, and you happen to inherit one of those routes, and you're making money hand over fist here. The people that you got working for you, you know, they making money, but they gonna feel it at the point of purchase. So when I say, yo, you don't know what you're talking about, I mean, you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't taken the time to really, really, really do a deep dive and educating yourself on an industry that you in. People need to stop talking about shit that they don't know. When you understand, listen, when you understand the whole purpose of the spot market, you might be like, damn, but you're not going to sit up there and say this ignorant shit. Oh, people need to stop taking cheap freight. Yo, people are going to continue to take freight for cheap or cheaper than what you may be taking it for because it's competition. Listen, listen, when you understand what you investing in, you won't say shit like this because if you have the knowledge that I'm giving you now, prior to coming in, you're going to do everything in your power to come in as cheap as possible. So no matter what the economical climate is, you're going to be able to make money. Some cases you'll be able to make a lot more. When the economy may be on a decline, you'll still be profiting. You just be profiting not as much as what, for instance, if you understand the way things work and you were in this industry prior to the pandemic, right? When the pandemic came around and rates were skyrocketed because of the demand, right? The increased demand because of all the money that was given out and more people were buying things, so volume went up. You would have made a whole lot more money than what you were accustomed to making in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. You would have did that in 2020, the second half of 2020, 2021, and the first half of 2022. And then when 2022 started to shift and things started to correct themselves, you would still be profiting, but it would just correct itself back to around the profit margin that you had prior to the pandemic. Now, for an individual who comes in and they don't understand the whole purpose of the spot market, they don't understand free enterprise, they don't understand competition, they just don't even understand business, they're ultimately going to fail. And then they're going to be in chats, or they're going to be in comment sections wasting their time typing, man, people need to stop taking cheap freight. No, Mark is going to come in at the lowest cost possible because Mark knows what he's doing. Mark is educated. Mark has educated himself on the industry, and I know this. And you're going to come in like a fucking fool. And what's going to happen is the rates that you frown upon, Mark is going to take at a profit, at a good profit, and you're going to say Mark is taking cheap freight. No, Mark is taking great freight at a profitable rate. It's cheap to you because your cost per mile is high, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Mark understands business. Mark is not finna waste his time going in a chat or a comment section talking about these people need to stop taking cheap freight. You think Mark is going to waste his time on what the fuck people are taking? No, Mark is going to be the guy that you're talking about. I don't give a fuck whether you think I'm taking it at a loss or a profit. Just know that I'm taking it, and it's never going to stop. Do you think Target gets mad because Walmart sells their off-brand paper towels cheaper than Target? No. They have a demographic and an audience that shops there, and Walmart has a demographic and an audience. It's free enterprise. You can pull up to a gas station off a highway, and it'll be a Pilot right here, and then it'll be a Flying J or a Travel whatever across the street, and the price of diesel may be a difference of 5 cents. Do you think the person that's selling it for 5 cents more cares? You think they can't see across the street and see that they selling the shit for 5 cents less? Clearly they have some type of leverage or something that the place across the street doesn't have to offer. So, okay, they may be charging cheaper for the diesel, but our showers are better. We got more parking spaces. We have something over here that's giving us leverage that we can charge a little bit more, right? It's not the taxes because they literally in the same spot. So whatever they being taxed, they being taxed. It's free enterprise. They can set up right across the street. This person can set up right across the street and they can charge cheaper. I can literally be shopping for the same load that you shopping for, and while you negotiating, I could just take it without negotiating. And then they can call you back, oh, somebody just booked it. Damn, somebody booked that shit? Man, that shit cheap as hell. Well, somebody booked it. The whole purpose of the spot market was to bring in competition, to continue bringing competition, to continue to lower rates so that those savings can be passed along to the consumer. When did the big box retail boom? When did Walmart start to infiltrate into other markets? Go look and do your research. The deregulation of trucking really helped big box retail. Big box retail was one of the main industries, I should say, that really benefited from the deregulation of trucking. Walmart, some of the big box retailers that aren't even around anymore. When trucking was deregulated, a lot of big box retailers really benefited from it. There's no way on God's green earth, with the amount of information that's provided to people, and this is why I don't understand, and this is why so many people fail, and this is why 90% of people that come into trucking fail, because they invest into some shit that they don't even understand. They don't even take the time to even research the origins of trucking, the origins of the spot market. Don't listen to me. Go do your own research. But I guarantee you, when you understand why things are in place, it's going to force you to do what's best for you. The rates that you see have been this way for years. They've been the same since I came in 2010. The rates are the same. You know when the rates changed? When you had an infusion of people coming to the market during the pandemic. And with that infusion of supply, there was an infusion of volume. So the supply, the demand went up, the supply went up. But guess what? The demand came down. But there was still that overabundance of supply. We've been going through this correction for the past year and a half. And the rates have went back to where they were prior to the pandemic. Everything else has gone up. This is why you've seen the dynamic of in the semi trucking space shift from the owner operators used to being the top guys, and the company drivers were the ones that, felt like they were getting taken advantage of, to the company drivers winning and the owner operators are failing now. Company drivers are winning. The sentiment has shifted. Right, because the cost that it costs to maintain your own semi truck in this industry has gone up, but the rates are still the same. Those guys are competing harder. More competition, lower rates. If you don't understand this industry, then you're never going to win. I can beat this shit into your head, but people still want to go out and do what's not best for them in their business. You want to make money, you have to lower your cost. Period. And you have to understand the industry. You have to understand the dynamics of the industry. How can you beat a system that was designed to lower rates? You can't beat it. You have to figure out a way to make money from it. You got to lower your costs. You're never going to be able to beat it. Why? Because it's too many people working against you. So the best way to make money from it is to lower your costs as much as possible so that you can compete. Period. Just stop saying dumb shit. That's all I ask of you. And I'm not speaking to anybody in specific. I see this shit everywhere. I see it from content creators. I see it from people in different comment sections. I see it everywhere. You see a content creator saying that dumb shit, you should know what type of content creator you're dealing with. A person who doesn't even understand the industry that they're supposed to be teaching and coaching and in themselves. And this is why nobody will take this debate. I throw it out. Everybody's seen it. Nobody will take it. Why? Because they know. They don't know. It will expose the ignorance. It will cut into them being able to make money off mentorships and coaching sessions and shit like that. Because anybody with common sense, anybody that's educated in trucking will tell you this shit. Stop worrying about what the next person is taking. Stop worrying about what the next person is not taking. Focus on your business. Focus on making sure that your business can thrive no matter the economical climate of the trucking industry. I guarantee you, if you take less focus off what everybody else is doing and put that focus, that same energy on what you're doing, right? And cutting your costs and delaying your gratification, whatever it is that you need to do to lower your costs so that you can profit, you'll do a lot better. 5 Stars cracking a joke about the 70% profit margin that we exposed from a content creator last year. We've already did the work. We've already called the people out that need to be called out. We've already exposed the ignorance. Now it's time for y'all to make money. But yet and still, people are more concerned with what other people, that camaraderie. Ain't no camaraderie in business. You think, listen, yo, you already know how I'm talking. Listen, if it was up to me personally, I will listen. If you're an individual who comes and you consume information, you know who to consume information from, you do your own due diligence, the more ignorant people, the better. Me, I love ignorant people. Why? These are the people that the knowledgeable people prey on in every single industry. So, to be honest with you, the more ignorant people, the better. You want to be one of those ignorant people that get pounced on? Go ahead and continue to say shit like what you saying. Because it's people in this chat and it's people like me that understand this business, they're going to continue to prey on you. You will never be a predator. You're going to always be the prey. You're going to always be the person trying to figure out, how is this guy thriving with these current rates? How is he doing it? And it's going to boggle you. And the reason why the answer is so easy. The reason why it's boggling you because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You haven't taken the time to understand what you've invested in. You don't even got the common sense to understand that business in itself is competitive. How many times have you been driving and you need to go get something, you driving like, damn, should I go here or go here? And then you go on your phone and see who got it cheaper. You do this shit every day. You price compare every single day damn near with basic essentials. And you a business owner and you don't even have the common enough sense to realize that same price comparison, that same competition when you're looking to go buy something, it exists in the same industry that you're in. This is how ignorant you are. I'm talking to the individual who says dumb shit like that. I'm talking to you. I was the guy that's been educated the same way since I came on YouTube, and the same way I educate now, I used to get flack for it back during the pandemic. But everything that I said has every forecast that I made has come into fruition, and every single fundamental business strategy that I've given out on this channel, when people finally have came around and applied it, they've came back and given me my flowers. One is because I have the experience. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. In my mind, there's no such thing as cheap rates. I don't, because the rates have been the same. So if they've been consistent, now I can tell you that cost is higher, but the rates have been consistent. How can a motherfucker that came in the industry within the past 3 years determine what's cheap or not? You came in an inflated market during the pandemic. Companies don't even compare LY to 2020, 2021, and 2023, 2022. 2023 is compared with 2019. 2020, 2021, and 2022. No one, like, companies don't even compare those. Companies don't even use the numbers from those 3 years. You can't. Because those weren't normal years. That wasn't normal traffic. It wasn't normal buying behavior. $2023 LYs compared to 2019. So that's what's strange to me, as a person who thinks a gazillion dollars a mile because they came in 2021 can say, look at the rate now and say, oh man, that's cheap. No, it's normal. And for a person to say that, that means they haven't went and did their due diligence and looked at what the average rates were prior to the pandemic. They don't even have the common enough sense to realize that PPP loan you got, a million gazillion other people got it too. They don't have the common enough sense to understand that everybody that got PPP, EIDL, PUA, child care, and all the other bullshit they was giving out, get a bunch of free money, people go spend it. It was given out to spend. These are people that don't even understand that the whole purpose of the reason the rates were that high was because of the amount of volume that was being purchased because of all the free money. They still holding on to this shit. We still got to talk about this shit. I still got to do educational shit on why. And it's not even a why. It's just what it is. But I've went and I've taken you to school. I've told you, I took you to when trucking was deregulated in 1980. I told you why it was deregulated. For this very purpose right here. To get you up out the way. If you are the person that's in somebody's chat typing, talking about, man, they taking cheap freight. They need to stop taking this cheap ass freight so man thinks it better. The whole purpose of the deregulation was to get you up out the way. You in the way. You the guy that they was talking about last week on the gram that was in you was in the Dodge dealership crying because you went to buy a Hellcat at $1,800 a month. You did that dumb shit. You didn't delay your gratification. You went out when the money was coming in during the pandemic, not understanding that the reason you was making so much money was because of all the free money that was given out, and it wasn't going to be this way forever. And then you went out and you bought a Hellcat, right? Because you wanted you took that when Budget said come in and get your truck, you the one who posted up on your Budget rental truck like this and took the picture and put it up on your Instagram and said new business owner. And then you went right after you left Budget, you went straight to Dodge and you got a Hellcat with a high interest rate. You couldn't even get the Hellcat. You got the Scat Pack, and they charge you $1,800 a month. That's you. See how you made multiple dumb decisions in the same day? You made two dumbass decisions in the same day. Yeah, it's to get you up out the way. Because if you understand, you wouldn't have did none of that dumb shit. Stop saying goofy shit. Understand what you're investing in. If you haven't done research just on trucking, how you think I can get up here and tell you this shit? Because I know the industry. I know why things are the way they are. I know why things are in place. I understand business. I understand free market. I understand competition. I understand that me trying to get somebody up out the way is somebody trying to get me up out the way. I understand leverage. I understand how to lean on people. I understand how to prey on weak people. Because it's business. It's not personal. I know how to walk away from shit. I don't do shit just to do it, just to tell people, oh, babe, I got the, I got this contract over here. Whole time I'm losing from it, but it sounds good when I go back to the neighborhood. Man, yeah, I got the Amazon contract. Yeah, I'm an Amazon DSP. Yeah, I'm running 20 trucks. Knowing good and goddamn well I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm failing. Little do they know I'm failing. But it sounds good. Don't know when to walk away from shit. Don't know what to accept versus what not to accept. Don't know when something gets offered to you if it's the offer is good or not good. Don't know how to negotiate. Don't even try to negotiate. Don't even know that you can negotiate. Don't even understand the fact that everything is negotiable. Go into a rental truck company. The price they give you, you accept it. Well, why did you negotiate? Negotiate? Oh, you can negotiate the rates. What you think? It's business. Everything is negotiable. You get what you negotiate. The reason why you didn't get it is because you didn't negotiate. And not to say that if you would have negotiated, you would have got it, because that's when leverage comes in and negotiation skills, but you probably wouldn't be paying 38. Listen, I've had people come up here paying 38, 39 cents a mile for rental trucks. And I ain't lying. Go through the content. They, me, I live stream. I drop the link. People come up and say it themselves. This is coming out of their mouth. I'm not making this shit up. Oh, we cooking today. It's a cook session today. It's a cook session. Oh, we cooking. You and somebody's comment talking about cheap freight, that means everybody beating you. The people that's taking that, they beating you. Some of them beating themselves. Not everybody that's taking what one person would deem as cheap is actually winning. Not everybody. Some people are beating themselves. We've seen examples of that. But there are people whose costs are extremely low because they understand business, that are profiting from what you may be thinking is cheap. Do you think the next person that's in your industry is supposed to have some type of concern about you and your family? Listen, do you think Walmart, when Walmart started infiltrating a lot of these cities and towns in the 80s and the 90s, do you think they cared about all the mom and pop general merchandise stores that they put out of business? No, they didn't. Did the cities and the states care that they were allowing a big conglomerate at that time by the name of Walmart come in town and displace family-owned businesses that have been in a staple in these communities for decades? No, they didn't. They looked at the tax dollars and they looked up the opportunities that Walmart and some of these other big box retailers that were able to profit off the deregulation of trucking act in 1980 come in, because it was going to bring more revenue in, more jobs. They didn't care. No one cared. No one cared about the little guy. Free enterprise. So do you think the camaraderie that you're looking for, these people need to stop taking cheap, the guy that's over there that understands the industry, whose cost is extremely low, you think he cares about you? No, he doesn't give a fuck about, he'll give two shits about you. Walmart didn't care about people. So why should the little independent owner operator who understands the business care about you? You have access to the same information that person has access to. You have the same 24 hours in a day that person has. Who the fuck do you think you are? If Walmart can come to town in the 80s and the 90s and not only put out a lot of mom and pop general merchandise store, they put out big box retailers. Where's Zare? Where's Ames? Where's Venture? Where's Montgomery Wards? Where's Sears? Where's Service Merchandise? See, some of y'all don't understand this. You ain't even been living long enough. I just named 7 big box retailers. Tell me where the fuck they at. I can tell you where the fuck they at. Walmart put them out of business. Why? Because Walmart, Sam Walton, he created something. He created a big box retailer that could sell shit at a fraction of the cost of all the competitors. And he went city to city, state to state, putting people from the small mom and pop general merchandise store to the big box retailer. And back in the 80s and 90s, I just named 7. Did I throw Sears in there? There goes 8. You place the blame on everybody else but yourself because you don't understand business. But guess what? No one's going to feel sorry for you. You want another case study? You want another case study? Everybody likes Amazon. Look what Amazon did to Borders and Barnes and Nobles. And then after they seen how easy it was to put them out, they said, well, why don't we just sell everything then? Where's Toys R Us? Toys R Us is a pop-up now. Free enterprise, competition. If you're not taking the time to do R&D on your business so that you can stay in business and understand the industry that you're in so you can stay in business, stay afloat, and profit, then that's on you. It has nothing to do with the shit that you put in the chat, cheap freight and all this stuff. That's goofy shit. That's goofy shit. Use a goofy. I mean the shit. I'm keeping it a buck. See, this is the shit people not gonna tell you. I don't give. You know me. I don't care. Where's my button at?
Yo, goof ass.
See, I'm not selling you shit. I'm gonna come cook up. You can take the information and accept it, or you can get mad and continue to go in these places on Instagram and wherever else on YouTube and put shit in the chat saying, man, they keep taking this cheap freight, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Damn, they need to stop taking this cheap freight. You going taking the time blaming the shit on instead of sitting down and seeing how you can cut your costs so that you can compete in the current state. You like the board members on all those big box retail stores in the 80s and the 90s that didn't adjust to change. And this ain't even change. This is normal. You just not even taking the time to do the research that you need to do to save your business. You just as ignorant as them. The difference is they didn't want to adapt to change, and you don't want to take the time to do what's in best interest of you. You don't understand business. Fuck trucking. You'll never make it in trucking if you don't understand business. And if you don't understand nothing that I just said, you'll never make it. Why? Because it's guys like me out there that understand it, and they're going to continue to step on your neck. Welcome to business. Welcome to free enterprise. Welcome to competition. In a time period where competition is increasing because the social influence is forcing people into entrepreneurship. This is probably in my lifetime that I've seen, and I know why, more people coming into entrepreneurship because of social influence and entitlement. So you got more competition, more people for you to compete with. And 10% of those people, 10% understand business. 90% don't. So continue to do for those that understand business. For you guys, continue to do what's best for you. And for those that don't, continue to do what's not best for you. Continue to complain instead of figure out the issue of why your business is failing. Your business is failing. Complaining about rates ain't going to help your business. Figuring out why your business is not profiting is the answer. And I could tell you the answer without even looking into your books. You don't know your cost per mile, and you probably got a high cost to operate. You probably don't even know what it costs you to operate. And 9 times out of 10, your operational costs are very, very high. Go do research on the 1980 Act of the deregulation of trucking, right? I just told you what it was at the beginning of this live stream, but go do a deep dive analysis of it on your own. Read it. Read the Deregulation Act of 1980. Understand it. Understand why the spot market was created. I just told you why, but go read it on your own so that you can understand it in full detail. Go educate yourself on free enterprise. Go educate yourself on competition, business competition in America. Why competition is good for the consumer. It's not good for the business owner. Everything is in the best interest of the consumer. And you are a consumer. It's a double-edged sword. You just happen to be in an industry that what you do factors into what a person pays for a commodity. Go educate yourself on all this shit so that you could be a smarter, sharper business individual. And I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you, the more you take the time to educate yourself, not just on the basic shit your favorite content creators on Instagram tell you to do when they doing their fucking reels, pointing up at shit and then little fucking bubbles and shit be popping down. Get your DOT, get your MC, get your BOC3, get your UCR, get your insurance, and then you can be a millionaire when you go rent a box truck and pointing shit and fucking bubbles and shit pointing, then you can go be a millionaire. And then you go back and bookmark that fucking shit and then go do each process and think that shit is all that it take. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. The motherfuckers that you be watching say that goofy shit, I swear to God, they probably never been in this industry a day in their life. And if they did come in, they on the new. It's a lot more to this because you sitting here listening to me now, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The Deregulation Act of 1980, commodities, what the fuck? Motherfucker in my DM the other day. Listen, yo, the motherfucker listed a bunch of shit and said, man, what else am I missing? He lucky I even opened that fucking DM. I don't even read DMs. My DMs is off the chain. He was the lucky guy that I opened. I said, man, you missing a business plan. The motherfucker hit me back and say, what I need a business plan for? I said, are you serious? He said, man, it ain't like I'm trying to get a bank loan. I said, are you serious? I just stopped responding. He probably watching right now. You know me, I don't care. Business plan. You opening a business plan. What do you think you need a business plan for? So you mean to tell me you haven't created a plan for your business? Like, I swear, folk. I don't want to put the person's name out there. Let me try to cover this shit up. Y'all think I be lying when I be like, these are the shits that I be getting. Then people be wondering why they be failing and shit, bro. Hold on. Let me cover this shit up. Hold on, I gotta cover this. I don't wanna put buddy ass on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. I'm calling the motherfucking shit. Damn. See, I done put my hand over his name. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's see here. Is it everything else that I need to do? I said business plan. What would I need a business plan for? Bro, y'all be think I be lying, bro. These the shit that, and now y'all see why I be like, yo, man, like, hey. So don't just think I be getting up here tweaking and I just do this shit because it's no. And I get way worse questions than that. And that's not something you could be like, Mark, you too hard, man. A person don't know they need a business. Like, hell, what? This is why we got the haves and the have-nots. The haves is going to take the time to educate themselves. Listen. And just like you seen that shit listed, this is what they go. They go look at those content creators because the way those content creators that ain't in this shit or never been in shit or new to this shit that's selling content to sell mentorships and coaching, then y'all end up coming over here anyway, and then man, I'm fucking with this dude and they ain't know what the fuck they talk about, is because the shit sounds simple. Get this. No, it's a lot more to it than that. Go ahead and get that. And then what's going to happen, you're going to go ahead and follow those simple steps. You're going to go rent a truck. You're going to go get some high-ass insurance. You're going to go get your authority. And then you're going to get thrown into the belly of the beast. Damn, I didn't know it was like this. I thought I could just get a truck, get authority, go on a load board and pick loads and just start making a lot of money. Oh, that's what you thought, right? Man, this is hard. Man, ain't nobody calling me back. Man, I can't book no loads. Man, I ain't finna drive all the way. This ain't no money. Man, Mark, can you help me? How much it's gonna cost? I heard you don't do mentorships, but please, man, I don't do mentorships. Why not, man? Please, I don't need your money. I don't want to be bothered. I don't have the patience. You don't even know why you need a business plan. What can I do for you? My mindset is there, up here. You're not there. I don't need your money. I don't want to be bothered. I don't need you calling me at 2, 3 in the morning because you got a flat tire and you don't know what to do. No. Come watch my live streams, watch me cook up, write you some notes down, and that's the best that I can do for you. Go back through the content from the very beginning, take all the notes you need to take, and learn, and you'll be all right. And it's worse than that. You'll be surprised some of the shit that I get asked. Basic shit that just a person who's looking to start a business should know or should have come across if they've taken the time to do the proper research. But I don't understand why, if I'm starting a business, shouldn't I sit down and create a plan for the business? And then sometimes I'll be having to think, damn, am I tweaking? It can't be me. No, I ain't tweaking. All right, I see Tracy Jones in here. Tracy, do you want to come up? You want to try it again or you want to wait? Because I wasn't going to take any questions, but I see you've been trying to come up for the past month. Do you want to come up? Are you somewhere where you can get a signal? Tracy Jones, are you somewhere you can get a signal because you wanted to? Tracy Jones going once, going twice. Tracy Jones. My signal will be weak like the last time. Well, okay. All right, so we tried. So, hey, so check it out. That's my whole spiel on cheap freight, cheap rates. All right. Send me an email because I can't drop the link in the chat when I'm streaming in this format. You're not going to be able to click it. So send me an email. Send me an email and then I'll email it back to you. You should be able to click it. I'm going to put my email in the chat. There go my email. Send me an email. Just send me a basic email, and then I'll email you right back with the link. Excuse me. Enterprise want me to come up with the 5,000. You still ain't came up with that money? I thought they probably would have snatched you up out of it by now. Charles Johnson said, "Cold world, big bank takes little bank." It's always been like that. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. The people that understand that is the people that win. The people that understand that is the people that win. Waiting on you, Tracy Jones. Send me an email and then I'll send you the link in the email, and then you can come up. Mark at thementormark.com. And I'll respond right back to you, and then you can just click it. Said sent. All right, let's see. The other day it seemed like it was taking a minute for my emails to hold on. See. Mark at thementormark.com. You sent it to that? Let's see. Wait, hold on. Am I in the right email? Yeah. Check the junk. Just double check and make sure you sent it to Mark at thementormark.com. I didn't get it. Make sure it went through. All right, let me just double check. It might take a little second to come through. Let me see if it came through on my phone. What's your email? Put your email in the chat, and then I'll shoot you an email too. Maybe you'll get your email I sent you quicker. I just send you the link. Put your email in the chat. Excuse me. Eric Rodriguez, look into RNL carriers for local work. See if they have any opportunity available here. If you can get in there in this market, for curbside delivery, plays exceptionally well in this market. I know people that are running for RL in this market making $1,000 a day in a box truck, one man. If you can get in, now that's going to be the hard part. Getting in is going to be the hard part. It's all good. Hey Tracy, put your email in there because for some reason I'm not getting the email, so I'll just send you. I'll send you an email with the link. I'm not getting it for some reason. Let's see. Waiting on him to. We've been waiting on him for about a month to see what's up with this enterprise stuff. So we're gonna finally see if he sends this email. Leotis said he want to take the debate. All right, Leotis, where you? Well, I know Leotis, and I know he got the money. So, system was designed to lower the rates. If you notice it, if you agreeing with me, why you want to take the debate? We're just gonna be debating on the same topic. We're gonna be debating on the same point. You want to debate on something else that we disagree on? I love to take your $10,000 though. You know me, Leo. See, Leotas know me. He know I'm about that money. He about the money too. But we need to find something we disagree on. We need to find something we disagree on. Then we could bet the 10 racks. I don't even want the 10 racks from you, Leotas. We'll just go to a club and I just want you to spend $10,000 on bottle service. You ain't even gotta come up off the cash. I just want you to spend $10,000 on bottle service one night, and we'll call it even. Hey, where's he at? God damn it. What was his name? Tracy, where you at, man? Tracy, where you at, man? All right, I guess Tracy, he said he sent the link, man. It's been 5-10 minutes. I ain't get it. Or he sent the email. I ain't get it. So I was pretty much done cooking up. I was just going to give him an opportunity because he said he really needed to talk. He was in dire need. His business is about to go out of business. He owes Enterprise all this money, this, that, and the third. And I was going to give him another shot to come up here. So, but I don't think he's in here anymore. So, good load and driving good. FTS said, yo, Mark, I was talking to an operations manager from Cardinal Logistics about securing a contract with a new client. They just locked down in my area, and he asked me if I watched you. LMAO. Yeah, all these companies watch me. Some of them email me, right? Some of them, a lot of them have reached out to me, but, you know, the thing is I give you guys the jewels from all ends of the spectrum. So some of them don't like that. Cardinal is one of the ones that I'm in good, and you know, we have a good rapport. Yeah, shout out to John over at Cardinal. He's one of the execs over there. Yeah, the guy, as far as the logistics companies, I can say this: as far as all the logistics companies that I have relationships with behind the scenes, Cardinal is probably the one that I have the best relationship with. So shout out to the people at Cardinal. Where Tracy, put your email in the chat. Put your email in the chat. That's what I'm asking you to do. Put your email in the chat. Because I'm not getting, you might have sent it to the wrong email. You might have misspelled it or some shit like that. All right, well, he said catch me next time. All right, so look, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hopefully somebody got some type of education, you know, from this. My whole objective is just to come on here and help people be better business people so that you can, you know, ultimately do what it is that you guys want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's buy your time back, right? In order for you to buy your time back, you got to first initially put the years of work in, make the proper investments, right? Delay your gratification. And if you do all of these things, right, eventually you'll be able to buy your time back. Like some people, it comes quicker than others, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can't skip no steps. I said, y'all, my damn you can't skip no steps. So, all right, I'm going to let people go because I know it's a big game on tonight. That's why I came in and cooked up early. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Mr. Thomas, if you want to debate that 10 grand, we can debate it. Call my phone. Mark, man, where my wrench, cuz? You got Pookie and Ray Ray in here, but I'm from the land. You want a wrench? All right, man, we're going to give him a wrench, bro. We're going to give him a wrench. Hey, man, listen, Chicago Bear, we're going to give you a wrench because you from the land. But you already know what come with this wrench. You already know what come with this wrench. You MGM. You MGM. All right? So you got to stand on business. You got to stand on business. You got to stand on business. Hold on. I said I got to add some new moderators. It's a few people that I got to add. I'm going to start adding them as I see them. Hey, Pippi, I'm changing your moderator status to managing moderator. So if you see the need to remove moderation status from anybody, I need you to do that. So what we're gonna do is, hold on, Pippi, I'm gonna remove you as a moderator, then make you a managing moderator. So Pippi is over all the moderators. So if you get a moderator stamp, that don't mean that if Pippi see you doing some crazy shit, or we see you on another channel, you're not holding it down for the MGMs, then listen, it's a violation. It's a violation. Listen, Chicago very own, you already know it's 5 minutes in the circle. No cover up. 5 minutes in the circle, no cover up. See, they don't understand what I'm saying. You understand. You from the land. 5 minutes in a circle, no cover up.
The Chicago nigga.
All right? So you already know what come with it. We just blessed you in. We blessed you in. Where Rich Jew at? Where Rich Jew at? Rich Jew from the land too. Rich Jew from the land, man. I'm knocking out some people from the land today. Hold on. Where Rich Jew at? Where Rich Jew? Where Rich Jew? We're going to have some more moderators. Hold on. Rich Jew, he a member too. He an outstanding member. Rich Jew, an outstanding member. Rich Jew, an outstanding member. What else we said? It was a few people we said we needed to add. A few people we need to add. A few people we need to add. Nah, I didn't delete Pippi as a moderator. I deleted her temporarily, and then I had to remove her as moderator to make her a managing moderator. So she's managing all the moderators. She's managing everything. She has more privileges. Because I'm going to add some people. Who? Chicago's very own? Yeah, Chicago's very own been in the chat. Chicago's very own been following the channel for over a year. I can tell how long somebody's been following the channel. Me and Chicago's very own be on other live streams talking to each other. I know who Chicago's very own is. We was watching another live stream, and it was Richard Fain. Man, trust me, I'm not just adding a moderator just because he's from Chicago don't mean I would have added him. There's other people in here that's from the crib. I know people in here. There's people in here that I know that I've stood on couches with in the club. In this chat right now, L. Thomas is one of them. And he's not even a moderator. So who else? M. Sale. These are people that I know in real life, and they're not even moderators. Right? So, Paul, you here all the time. You on my list of potential moderators, but I think you know why I kind of. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with you, Paul. You spoke in my behalf on another channel. I thought that was admirable of you. I thought that was admirable of you of you not getting involved in the bullshit, and you saw something and you spoke highly of me, and I saw that, and I appreciate that. And I don't, you can watch whoever you want. I encourage you to watch whoever you want. I appreciate you, Paul. I appreciate you, Paul, and you are on my list of people that I want to add. And I see you helping people. I'm gonna add you. Because I do see you helping people. But here's the thing, Paul. What I want you, because I know you on both, and I'm gonna add you. Just continue to do what you've been doing. Don't get caught up in the mix of the bullshit, right? Don't get caught up in the mix, right? And because I'm, as long as people don't play with me, I don't have no reason to respond. You know what I'm saying? I come on here, I cook. I don't make innuendos about people, and none of that shit. So as long as people don't bother me, I'm not going to respond to them. But the next time I feel like I get slighted, listen, I've been cool up until this point. Like, the wrath is going to come down like never before. Y'all going to be surprised. Some of y'all going to be upset with me because I'm going to have to go there. I just want to be left alone so I can come on here and do like my little cook-ups, educational and shit like that. So as long as we don't get caught up in that bullshit, then we cool. So you got your thing, and we're going to keep it that, because I do see you, and I pay attention to everything. I may not speak on it, but I pay attention. So, and I just wanted to tell you, I appreciate you for, just staying neutral. All right. So you got your wrench. And I seen you the other day helping people in the chat when I was cooking. When I went back and watched the replay, you be answering questions, right? Questions that I miss, or when I'm cooking, people answering questions so they don't have to wait to the end. I see you engaging and helping. All right. You're one of the people that are knowledgeable that I can see in this industry. So just keep up the good work, and I appreciate that. All right, Pippi, you are the managing moderator. We just doing a little cleanup right now since I'm here. So Pippi, you're the managing moderator. That's a new thing that YouTube got, so you can manage and add and remove moderation status. You should be able to see that. I had to delete you temporarily as a standard to make you a manager. So you should see those extra benefits that come along with that. And that's what's up. I'm finna go watch this game so I can see what happens. I appreciate everybody, and I will see you guys Manana.
Shot with that still like I'm playing, so hacking my bitch got a face in the donkey. She cocky, I'm ballin' as I do not have to clock it. It one in the head, I do not have to cock. Try spot in the projects I made in my office. We deep in it, bitch, burning cake in this fire. Got Carters and cafes, I'm drinking on coffee. When I hit the east, I get treated like Gandhi. Keep us my circle, these niggas get mixed. He need some more riders, I'm trying to get busy. I need some more flour, I need about 50. To find a real nigga, I fit the description. Cartier bifocals with the prescription. Know about the growing shit, I don't have a wisdom. Count over 80 by watching the Simpsons. 100 by bet on Lamar and the Ravens. We super strong niggas ran and Ravens. Stealing for cows, we push up and take it. Plug on deliver, he personally bring it. You need 100, then I can arrange it. Fucking on popular bitches who famous. Crib out of Milton with 30K vase. Before we gon' swipe, we gon' cover our face. Fly for that bat, then it's off to the race. C4 with growers, I know. Walk in my truck and get slapped with a boat. Ain't got no love for no thought or no hope. He'll put that fight to a robber, I know. Yeah, I know. Ride with the cannon, I let the bitch blow. We having rest and the bitches, you slow.